far left, Lori from 610 WTVN.
Because you haven't played there, I'm wondering what your teammates have told you about playing in Ann Arbor.
I haven't really asked about it, but I'm looking forward to playing up there.
I understand the sidelines are really tight. Has anyone told you to look out for people on the sidelines or anything like that?
Like I said, I haven't really asked around yet, so I'm just looking forward to playing there.
Fourth row left, Jared from WCMH.
Chris, last year, some fans probably had to look in the roster, make sure they knew who you were, and that you were scoring 2 touchdowns and blocking a punt. How did that game last year, that performance, change your mentality, change your future? How big a deal was that day in your life?
I believe it changed my career. Having that game, and specifically that game was we kind of built our program around that game, and that game was around our building everywhere. So having that game and that game specifically is, I believe, it changed my career.
In changing it, is it just about confidence, or is there something more to it than that?
It was a little spark of confidence to myself, and I believe it brought me closer to my teammates. Them knowing that I could do that, and just giving all praise to them and the seniors last year, and just keep going with it.
Front row left, Doug from Cleveland.com.
Chris, did you understand at the time how big of a deal it was to catch 2 touchdowns in the Michigan game, or did you appreciate it more after the fact?
At the time, I didn't really know how big it was. I was just kind of playing football, and especially after the game, that's when it hit me. And my family was there for the first time, and they kind of they all had smiles on their face, and my teammates and my coaches and Buckeye Nation was astonished by the performance.
And right next door, Nathan from Cleveland.com.
Those opportunities you've had to go up and have to fight a DB for a ball in the air and come down with it, how much do you look forward to that? Like, where does that rank on your things that you enjoy about football?
I think that's number one. I believe it's either you or him that gets the ball, and I'm not really a big target, and I like those jump balls when Justin throws it up and somebody has to come down with it. So that's not really a big part of my game, but I look forward to that.
You don't think of yourself as a big target. Do you use that to kind of make yourself a big target? And what's kind of the key to winning those?
Yeah, I look at myself as a big target, and I believe I could go up and high point the ball with the best of them. So that's one of the game, or one of the parts of the game that I try to work on, and he gives me the opportunity in the game to do that, and I try to come down with it.
Third row left, Dan from 11 Warriors.
Chris, was there a moment after you arrived at Ohio State where you realized just how much this rivalry means to people?
It's first day I stepped on campus. I didn't really know how much the rivalry was when I first got here because I'm from the West Coast. But when I first got here, everybody was talking about it, and I believe we had a workout that day, and we had to do Team Up North abs, which is like after the workout we do how many days counting down. That's how many abs we got to do for that day, and that's when I first heard of the rivalry.
Was that eye-opening for you, coming all the way from California to realize, like, this is such a big deal here?
Yeah, it definitely was. And coming here, I didn't really think that was going to be a huge deal. But when I seen all the clocks in the building, counting down to that game, that's what I knew was huge.
Front row right, Austin from Letterman Row.
Chris, what is it about these high-stakes games last week included where you seem to have played your best? Why is that bringing that out of you?
That's why I came to Ohio State, to play in these type of games, and I wanted to play against the best. So when we get an opportunity to play in a big game, I believe I got to bring out my best, and that's what I did.
Do you think at all, like, you're only a sophomore, but what you did in the game last year, Big Ten title game, Penn State last week, are you thinking at all like you're already starting to leave a pretty impressive legacy and you still got a lot of football ahead of you?
I just continue to try to get better every day, and I give all praise to God and my teammates and my coaches, and they bring the best out of me, so I just try to go out there and do it for them.
Got time for a couple more. Right next door, Tim, Letterman Row.
Yeah, Chris, Justin, how much better is he compared to the first game y'all played this year from a field awareness, finding guys, going through his progressions, et cetera? What have you seen change dramatically about him, especially in the passing game?
His ability to get the ball downfield has been a lot better. He overthrew a couple of receivers earlier in the year, and now he's got it underneath him, and he's putting the ball on us to let us make a play. So, and he's got a lot of game to him and a lot of toughness and grit. And we saw last game he took a lot of hits and he bounced right back, and that's what we love about him.
So you heard about how big this Ohio State-Michigan game was coming in here and stuff, and then y'all win 62-39 last week here. I don't know. Did that change your thoughts on it, or is it still as huge as it ever was?
It's still huge. I know we got a lot of respect for them and their program. So having that performance last year, they had the number one defense in the nation. So I believe they're gonna have a little taste in their mouth and try to get us this year. So we got to prepare for them.
And final questions from the right, Bill from the Dispatch.
You came in as a bit of an under-the-radar recruit. People talked about you pretty early on as a guy to watch out for Chris Olave. Did you have any sense before the Michigan game that could be your big kind of splash game?
I had no sense at all. I just came into every week trying to make a play when I get on the field, and that's the game I got a huge opportunity, and I took advantage of it, and give all praise to God, like I said.
Great. Chris, thank you so much.
Appreciate you.